The sport of lacrosse has been called a medicine game, to be played for enjoyment and to heal people.
He picked up the stick at the age of 5, and that was it.
For 11-year-old Ezekiel Brown, known as Zeke for short, the sport came into his life at an early age, and it brought along with it a special coach.
Eric Law, I think he's been coaching me for 4 or 6 years now, and he's been my coach at Denver City Lax in Denver. He really has a good relationship with me. You know, we talk over the phone and we hang out most of the time.
Brown and Outlaws attackman Eric Law share a unique bond.
He's my good buddy, and the last game he gave me a pump-up speech of don't suck, don't get stuffed, and don't get crushed. So I was like, oh, thank you. I'll try to go out there and do that for you. And then after the game, he came up and gave me a big high five. I was like, you didn't get crushed. So.
But it's a bond that was tested this winter.
That moment sucked. When we finally got the diagnosis that it was synovial sarcoma, which is a soft tissue malignant cancer, my heart just broke.
A cancer diagnosis can dampen even the brightest spirits. But what the disease didn't know this time was it was battling one special, fun-loving kid from Colorado.
I remember putting him in my lap and I said, hey, Ezekiel, I need to tell you what's going on. And I told him that the surgery that he's going to have is because he has synovial sarcoma. Ezekiel looks up at me and says, okay, Mom, so we're going to do that and we're going to move forward. That's the plan. It was heartbreaking, but to look at Ezekiel and him to say, well, we're going to do this and then we'll be fine and we'll move forward.
That's pretty incredible.
It is.
Zeke did exactly what he said he would. He had surgery to remove the cancer on February 15th. 4 days later, he was right back in the backyard trying to play lacrosse. And then he returned to the sidelines with his buddy Eric.
We actually the next day went to the DU Duke game and just hung out the whole day and tried to help him kind of take his mind off of it, and now coming kind of full circle to the end of the year, having him here, I mean, it gives me goosebumps even to think about it.
A trip to see 2 top college teams play was just the start of a dream ride for Zeke, thanks to some help from the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
His wish was to be a professional lacrosse player that's sponsored by Warrior. And so I think he was thinking, well, I want Warrior to sponsor me.
That wish came true. During the final home game of the Denver Outlaws season, Ezekiel Brown became the youngest ever Warrior pro, and he signed a 1-day contract. For the first time, he and Coach Eric were playing for the same team. No coincidence, Law was more than just Zeke's hero that day.
Shot, score! Eric Law. Eric Law. Mr. Clutch.
I got choked up at the end of the game that he was there for the Make-A-Wish when he was there with us on the sideline, and he was just like, this was the best day of my life. Like, thank you, Coach Eric. Like, you mean the world to me, and it makes a grown man want to get down on his knees and start weeping.
It just speaks volumes to who Eric is and their relationship, just as teammates then and friends every day.
But that 1-day contract turned into something more.
They asked me to come back for the home playoff game versus Rochester. We won that game also. It was pretty cool because I had like a relationship built up with the first game. So I acted like I was really drafted to the team.
Yep.
And then I hoped I would be making it to Dallas. And I made it to Dallas.
A championship appearance for the Outlaws meant a trip to Dallas for Ezekiel as well.
Outlaws on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Outlaws! Because by this point, Zeke was just part of the team. Leading the Outlaws onto the turf in the MLL Championship was a moment Ezekiel won't forget, but neither will the Outlaws or his mom.
It's been exciting. I really have no words for it because nothing like this has ever happened to me. So it's been exciting and unexpectedly happened. So I'm just enjoying the moment right now.
I found that of all the sports, all professional sports, the lacrosse players are the best, and I found that to be worldwide. Denver Outlaws inviting us to come and saying, hey, we really want to take Ezekiel to Dallas with us. That's amazing. It's just an amazing opportunity for him. This is what Ezekiel lives, and wherever any of my children want to be, I'm going to help them get there.